squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2 now.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Contreras goes to second for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Strike one.
0-1.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Swings and misses. Now one away. Here's Nolan Gorman. Now a fly ball to right center. Cowser makes a move towards the gap. They got it for out number 2. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Laureano makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, and now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. Mullins, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Swing and a ground ball. On to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
That's out to center field. Scott sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fly to left his first time. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Corrals it, and that is that. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Holliday throws to first in time. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And up next for St. Louis, Pedro Pages. That one hammered center field. Cowser makes the grab for the second out. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
Victor Scott.
Slow roller to first. Mayo. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Orioles, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers.
Now
they're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Laureano.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it.
Liner, and this could be trouble. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Throw into third, around second now, going for 3. In there, an RBI triple.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Scott on his way over. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Colton Cowser.
Swings through that one for strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a lot to do in it.
That's off the mark, and the count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that drops foul. Goes down looking. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 1 so far. Oh, and it hits the base. And they put the tag on him for the out. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
Now batting.
He's 0 for 1.
Mason Wynn.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And it's caught for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fires over to first. And talk about it. And here's the first baseman, Kobe Mayo. Gray back to work. Foul ball there.
You know, these Orioles doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Mullins in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. Pulls that one foul. Two out, space is empty. That's a hit.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, Adley.
And into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Now he breaks his bat. Over to first. They don't come much closer. Here's Contreras now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Number 39, Andrew Kittredge.
Short hop liner, handled it short. Tosses across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And next is the designated hitter, Nolan Gorman. Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. And we're level. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. So now it's Nolan Arenado and a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Out to short, Henderson. And they get Arenado for the out. So up next, Alec Burleson. Grounded out his first time. Out towards right center field. Cowser makes his way towards it, and that will end the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Henderson goes 6 feet 3 inches 23 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. The other way, Arenado handles, throws to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Laureano comes up to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 3-1. On the ground to third. Fair ball. It's in and out of his glove. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away. One down, runner at third. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Down and in, moved his feet.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
He caught it behind his back. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Kobe Mayo.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, Kobe Mayo.
To third. And that one handled. Out number 3. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Pedro Paz. Wide to center his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Laureano right there to make the grab. And there's one down. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Tosses to first. That's it out. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And he hits a ground ball right side. In plenty of time to first. They don't come. So now the DH spot, Cedric Mullins. Mullins tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he held back according to Larry Bullard. Hard on the ground to first, and he takes it himself for the out. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 2 away. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. 1 for 3. And that is out of play.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Scott makes the catch. And that is that. Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. Now a pop-up on the infield. And out number 1 on the grab. Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals.
Brendan Donovan.
Beat up the block and the gun on my press a little button to open the wings. No advance in the deal I just signed. I don't need to work controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes. I dance my own and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. Waiting for then it's punching it's reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Skating from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle. The same as how I be preferring my venison. Winterton black and minimum sentence. And I was apprentice and under a feeling. Physical a metal to come my respects. I slaughter my dentist to get this new grilling. The income of coffee should be a connect. Look at my closet, it's snow on the ceiling. Nice to pick this hand down, it's hard to explain. The rush of my feeling. I try not to focus too hard on their dubs. I try to not do it as well. 7 a.m. on the beach, the waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choker, I call it a trail. Bent over the tide, my mornings to fail.
On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready to go now, and
Leading
stepping in for the Cardinals,
St. Louis,
Lars
the left
Nootbaar.
fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And that's how this game gets started. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
It misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Swing and a ball hammered left field. In one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Contreras will hit next. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Strike 2. Win at third with 2 away. Runners breaking for the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back there. See you later. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-0. Here's Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
Foul ball. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Bottom of the first. And the batter now, Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, Brandon.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. One down. Down the third baseman, Brett Baty. Swings through that one.
0-1.
That one down the line and foul ball. Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2.
Just missing there. And that's ball 3.
Count's full.
Ground ball up the middle. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Juan
Here's Juan Soto.
Soto.
He swings and fouls one off. Lindor off of first with 2 away. Well struck right field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Top of the second. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Arenado, a former Gold Glove winner, 33 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009.
No balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. In the air out to center. Taylor makes the grab, 1 away. And up next for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting eighth, the catcher,
Pedro Pages. Next up for the Cardinals. Rudder takes off. Squeezes it. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. So 2 down now, and here is Victor Scott. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss.
0-1.
No throw, safe at second. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Rudder goes again. In the air, left field. Nimmo makes the play, and that'll do it. Back in Seattle, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran first baseman, Pete Alonso. Gray back to work. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. That one fouled off. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
Batting seventh.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Base hit, center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Safely into second. He's got a double.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Starling Marte up to hit. Check
Did he
swing
go?
on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Didn't go. Alvarez, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Good late
1-1.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that's a fair ball. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Picks himself up at RBI. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. Just missed. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Strike
Next
2.
offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Man at second. And that's
2-2.
outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Up next for the Mets.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's over 1. New pitcher on here, Phil Maton.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
First pitch swinging.
0-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He makes the grab. That is the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, new inning getting started. And here is Lars Nootbaar. Soto makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So digging in, Mason Wynn. A double and a run scored his first time up. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
One out, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. There's a swing and a drive. Raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That misses the
1-2.
zone. Ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Leading off, Luis Angel Acuna. Ball 1 there.
Ball.
Fouled off down the right side. And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2's the count.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. So up next for New York, Brett Baty. Grounded out his first time up. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tied up here in the early going. Line drive and foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Lindor.
And that drops in for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Towards first, and that's just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
They'll throw to third. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tag, and he's out. Try to get back, and that will end the inning. And we're back. Start of the 4th. Here's the Cardinal DH, Nolan Gorman. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
You know, these Cardinals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That is his 3rd of the game. Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. There's the swing and a drive from Arenado. Deep to left. Nimmo going back on it. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next to the Cardinals.
Well, that would have been huge if it would have snuck over the glove to take the lead, but great athleticism at the wall. Goes up and brings back a homer.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher, Pedro
Pages. Next up for the Cardinals, 0 for 1 so far. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. No throw.
No
He's in
balls,
there
2
safely.
strikes.
Runner on the move again. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Taylor puts it away, and that is that. Back in Seattle, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. And ball 1.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next pitch is outside. Center field. Hauls it in for the out. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Up the middle, boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Number 6. Designated
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Starling Marte. Liner, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. 2 on, 1 out. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a ball popped up. Burleson moving in on this one. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 and 2.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Peterson back to work. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss.
0-1.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner on the go again. And that one fouled off.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high.
Runner goes again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. He's got it. To second with the throw. No chance to get back. It's a double play. And stepping in is the speedy Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Popped up left side. Beatty makes the play, and it's out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
The second baseman,
Right through there for a strike.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Baden in the box now, takes strike 1. Ripped to short. Save! 3-2, they take the lead. No outs. Runner at first. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's 2 for 2. There's a strike for Lindor. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Steven Matz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Baden gets his lead at first with nobody out. Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back on this one. And it's gone. It deflected off of him and over for a home run. That one barely got out of here. It's 5-2. Juan Soto down. And the first offering is not close. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Last half of inning number 5. The next pitch misses. They're down 3-1.
3-1.
And that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
Outside low. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the
So up
designated
next,
hitter,
Starling
Starling
Marte. First offering
1-0.
misses badly for ball 1. Strike on the inside corner. In the air, right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now a long throw home. Saved at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer. Taylor, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out. Back at T-Mobile Park, top 6. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Soto makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. And a swing and a miss.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2 is the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at first, 1 away. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-4. Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 2 out. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Right side. And it gets by him.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Way out front for strike 2. Burleson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner on the go. Toss to Alonso. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Swinging a foul out of play. And a curve misses outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out. Luis Angel Acuna digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Out to center. Scott under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. And the pitch is outside, ball one.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 43, Huascar Brazoban.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And a swing and a miss. One gone here. So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away. And up next for St. Louis, Masyn Winn. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the seventh. Here's Francisco Lindor. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. And now it's Juan Soto.
Right
1 for 3.
Soto.
And there's a strike.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come.
That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 8-4. So one out, nobody on. Now here is Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in this one. And he steps off. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Riley O'Brien. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 55, Riley O'Brien.
Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
The catcher, number 4.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. This one in the air, right field. Burleson hauls it in to end the inning. We go to the 8th. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Wilson Contreras. Brazoban back to work. Swings here and blasts one left field. And there's one down. Next is the designated hitter, Nolan Gorman.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Nato comes in to take his cuts. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Brazoban, 35 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that one hammered. Nimmo running hard to get it. Brings it in. And that is that. Back in Seattle, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Swings through that one for strike 1. Marte on at first, nobody out. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That one hit to right. And it gets by him. Plays the plate, and they cut him down.
Now batting, left fielder.
So man aboard. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Back to the mound, might have him hung up here. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. And that is out of play.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and he handles it himself for the out. Pedro Pages next up for the Cardinals. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Ivan Herrera. 1 out. The base is empty for him. The Mets leading by 5 here at the top of the 9th. Line to left. He's there. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Puts a bunt down. They put the tag on him, and